And we're back.
To probably one of the most annoying platform challenges in a Mega Man game.
Yeah, doing this. Da 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 da.
Like, oh,
I'm gonna go that way.
oops.
Because I want the things.
Yes. Because I think this is...
Oh, I didn't even really need the things. Well, I want the things, so...
Like, this is basically just an evolution of the Gutsman stage platforms.
Damn it.
And that's... Like, those platforms are hell annoying.
I've never mastered escaping that without dropping down.
Right.
I don't even need that. Fuck that thing.
Well, you think I'm gonna... Anyone think you need 11 lives to beat Wily?
Hey, some people do.
Get good, scrub. Nah, like...
Yeah.
Mega Man games are the right kind of... Like... So, like, they're way more forgiving, and you haven't played any of the Dark Souls games.
Not yet.
But Dark Souls is infamous for giving you no foreshadowing.
Oh, look at this. Wait.
Like,
oh, wait.
like very, very little foreshadowing as to what is past here, and it's like they'll give you.
I'm gonna do the thing.
The thing.
I'm not gonna do the rapid fire thing. I'm just gonna like let a few blocks come in.
Ow.
Ah, I got hit anyway.
Jeez. And it like his pattern is different from the original Devil, right?
Yes. Like for instance, his blocks don't form as fast.
Ugh. That time. Oh, jeez, and that's new.
Yeah. I almost always get hit by that.
Oh, his eye doesn't have to be open. I thought you were missing.
No. I'm getting hit a lot, though.
Yeah.
I may have to use an energy tank here if I don't kill him on the next go. Because the move with, like, the whole row is... Yeah, I'm gonna use an E-tank. First E-tank in the game. Better safe than sorry.
Well, you got 7 to spare.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're
Oh,
like they're spaced. It's one and then
two,
then two.
Yeah, but their hitboxes are kind of weird, and you have to slide just perfectly right to not get hit. You might be able to jump them. Like if you hit it just right, you might be able to jump them. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because if you're going one way and they're going the other.
Yeah. Realistically, if you're jumping at the bottom of their arc and you time it just right, you might get over them. I'm not sure.
Right.
Shit, I need to go that way. Fuck.
Whoops. Ah.
Yeah.
Hans, run. It's the Lurgoyf.
I kind of knew I was walking into that one.
So the hard knuckle is the crash bomb of the game.
Yeah. I need Shadow Blade.
All of the Shadow Blade.
All of the Shadow Blade.
And a little bit of Rush Jet.
A little bit of Rush Jet. A
Ah.
little bit of Face Shot. That's a facial she'll never forget. Gross.
Took a second.
There's that E-Tank back. So they're so generous with E-Tanks in this game. I mean, I've got 8.
Right.
You would kind of have to suck at Mega Man to use all of your E-Tanks.
And they're semi-liberal with extra lives as well.
I want it.
Because I think in...
Not that I need it, I want it, because it's right there.
Because I think in the previous games, not every stage had a life, had a one-up, did it?
No, and so far, like, every stage I've been to has had an extra life or an E-Tank or something. There's my ha back.
Haha. Ha to ge.
GENEHAMATO.
GENEHAMATO.
Yeah. Snurksburmshurge.
Doesn't work quite as well as.
Nope, but I made it work. And just why?
Cthulhu Fatagan.
Okay. I'll believe Cthulhu on that one.
Cthulhu Fatagan.
Cthulhu says.
I bet you could spell Cthulhu Fatagan with short-handed Mega Man weapons.
You might.
Like charge, so charge kick. TH. That's the weird one. Foil. Sproming.
What? Yeah! What? No. Well,
not quite as yeah.
not quite as yeah, but I still needed it.
Question mark. I don't remember this fight. Oh, okay. The copy Mega Man. Jeez. What weapon was that again?
Top spin.
Oh. Like they have a shared health bar. Like
One has two are truly holograms, and one is
the real
thing.
I always like the.
I don't even need that. What am I doing?
I don't know if I'll be around for the playthrough of 5.
Yeah.
So I'll just say I really liked the Darkman Tower.
That was good. And I cannot remember what the weakness is for these guys. Fuck it.
Ugh.
I hate these.
Oh, the Junk Golem.
Yeah,
Right?
I hate them so much.
So that's where it was from. Like I couldn't remember. So in the Ariga Megamix comics, what the Junk Golem was from. So they're just these kind of one-off Wily Fortress enemies.
Yeah, and they are.
Jeez.
They hit hard. They hit fast.
Yeah.
They take a lot of shots. I cannot remember for the life of me what they're weak to.
Now the teleporter room.
Teleport. Bang. Bang. Disco lights. Bump, 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 bump. Needleman. Needleman likes nerf herders.
Nam Eldeen.
Yeah, just okay. Just stand there for it. I'm gonna hop in place. That is my tactics.
You missed the health too.
Well, I was on the teleporter. I was on it. What do you? Nope. Nope. Wrong. No.
Magnets and electricity don't mix.
No, stranger danger.
You're a technician, isn't that right? Electricity and magnets don't mix?
Yeah, pretty much no. Well, like they mix, but not in the way you want them to.
Unless you want an electromagnet.
Yeah, but those are cool. So that's okay.
Well, magnets in general are cool.
Yeah.
And a friend showed me a GIF the other day just titled "Magnet Porn." So, and it's they put 3 magnets in a triangle.
Yeah.
And suspended a little bolt evenly between them, so it was constantly trying to fall.
Whoa! 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 Oh, I forgot. In Mega Man 3, the Robot Masters are weak to their own weapons.
Huh.
I just hit him with his own fist.
Whoops. Taste of your own medicine.
I was like, oh, I just wasted it. Nope. I totally forgot about that. I would not use top spin on him to save my life. Where'd my hand go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually that's an interesting thing. Like Mega Man's Buster turns into the hard knuckle, but he's shooting the hard knuckle, and then the hard knuckle explodes.
And then he gets his fist back.
Somehow. because the adaptive technology is in the bulk of his arm. It's like anything before his elbow is just servos. And like, because I don't think he has another Mega Buster hidden in his bicep. Like that's just going to deploy if he loses it.
That'd be like a nub, his Mega Nub.
Let's see, but
Is that the door?
no, I think it was. Oh, maybe it was.
Is there somebody there?
It's Denise.
Okay.
Yeah, she's moving pots or something.
Oh, okay.
Pots, not pot.
Yeah.
we
Oh, speaking of that,
if you are not watching this in Washington or what's the other state?
Colorado?
Say in Washington or Colorado, we do not advocate the. Don't do it unless it's legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's legal, go right ahead.
If it's not, just no comment. Damned if you do, damned if you don't on that one.
Kinda, yeah.
No comment.
Well, some comment that shouldn't be voiced on public venues unless you got lawyers.
Needs something. Or in Washington or Colorado.
Yeah. Or one of them's. I don't really need the rest of this stuff.
That's all cash. Like, they don't... No bank in either state, I believe, is willing to have accounts for any business that uses marijuana.
Look at this. 14!
Jeez. Well, you're ready.
I am.
You're more ready than anyone.
I've always liked this fight just because of how cheaply you can win it. It is the most horrid thing. Speedrunners even make this look just pathetic.
Wow.
That wasn't rapid fire, but that wasn't rapid fire.
Just, they were hitting and despawning and allowing you to... Because you only get so many. You only get so many projectiles on a screen. Like, do you have to use the rush jet, or what weapon do you use for this mode?
Typically, what you try to do is get up under him and get a few shadow blades up,
okay.
and then get out from under him.
Because otherwise he'll crush you.
Yeah, or if you're off to the side, if you're outside of him, you'd want to use the spark shock as he's coming down. But
Right.
it's so hard to judge when he's gonna drop down. He's so hard to hit.
Yeah.
That the rush jet is just the easiest thing to do. And this,
Jeez.
wow, this is the end of the game.
End of the game, and they're just like, here you go.
Have things.
I think it was, yeah, I think it was 2 where like Inafune and the like Inafune and the other people were. Oh yeah, that's right. You have to fight Gamma.
Now, take a good look at this. 16 lives and 9 energy tanks. If you lose here,
Jeez.
you are bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are bad.
Like 9 health bars for 1 life. There's...
And then 15 more chances.
Yeah, and then 15 more chances. Well, ideally you'd want to use the first... like all of your lives until the last one.
Yeah.
And then...
you missed me!
You want to use all your lives until the last one, and then have that life be 9 health bars.
Yeah. But actually, okay. Did you know that his spikes right there are instant kill?
Jeez, no, I did not.
Yeah, his spike fist, it's instant
Oh, the spike fists.
Yeah.
Okay. And, like, topspin is pretty much instant death.
Yeah, pretty much. I keep tapping it just in case, because topspin's unpredictable.
Yeah, it really is.
It can barely do any damage and completely empty the bar, or do lots of damage and take, like, 2.
Yeah.
they needed to work on top spin, and look at that. We'll just
Where's Dr. Wily? Oh no, too late.
we'll just go ahead and let this run all the way through because
why not? Because you killed the boss within the time limit.
Yeah,
you regained consciousness. I found you lying here when I arrived. Weren't your pants red in the previous games?
They were. And they were red later, too.
This whistle, it must have been Proto-Man. Don't you mean blues?
Don't you mean that whistle? Because this whistle implies that you are holding it.
So,
Burn it with fire. We dispose things with heat.
well, that's how the sun disposes of things.
Quite well.
Don't you want to be like the sun?
Yeah, I do. When I get old and I'm dying, I want to get massive and fat and take everyone around me with me. If I'm gonna die, you're coming with me. I'm gonna burn your house.
With the lemon.
With the lemons. Assistant to Dr. Wright. They had a missed opportunity there. They called him Wright, and they could have called him, like, Dr. Wily could have been Dr. Wrong. It was a missed opportunity.
Before superimposing actual sprite art in the sky.
Yeah.
Nobuhiko Akatsuka. Nagashi Key.
Focus your key.
Focus Key. Yoshihito Hattori.
How many vowels in that name?
Kazuhiko Oguro.
How many vowels in that name?
Yasushi Kanjiki. Konjiki? Yujiro Ishitani. Like, I hope these people are still Mega Man fans.
I really do.
Nikihiro
They should be.
Suzuki. They should be. They got...
Your name is immortalized.
Yes.
You made this.
In one of the most beloved...
And see, I know they didn't nicknames,
Yeah.
but seriously, Tokimi293. Why?
And,
I mean, does anybody even know who you are?
well, that was the whole point of the nicknames was
Yeah, so that nobody knew.
yeah, that nobody knew.
'Cause, I mean, yeah, because being a game developer back then wasn't exactly. It wasn't like being a movie star.
Right.
But now you go. Hey, there you go,
Mr.
Mrs. Terumi.
Yep.
You go to the right place. You go to convention now, and like Shigeru Miyamoto shows up. And oh God!
Yeah.
Kaiji Inafune shows up. Oh God!
And and then Bender says, "Bum rush the stage."
Presented by Mapcom.
Capcom.
Mockpack.
Thanks, Capcom.
Thanks, Capcom. Alright, so... since this video is running long anyway... final thoughts. Personally, I think that Mega Man 3 kind of overstays its welcome a bit.
A little longer than...
It's the longest classic.
It's the longest classic.
Longest classic Mega Man game. And that's not... It's not bad because the levels they added are nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
The fighting the Mega Man 2 Robot Masters again in a harder way is actually a decent extra challenge. The revisiting the stages, you can tell they're different.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different stage. It's different, and they push everything you've learned in those stages. So it is good level design.
And like with the Sparkman stage revisit, how portions of the background are actually look damaged.
Yeah. Little subtle stuff like that.
Yeah.
Needleman, you come back, it's night instead of day. There wasn't really much different in Shadow Man stage, except there were more spikes. Way more spikes. And more pits. More spikes, more pits.
Yep.
And actually, yeah, GENEHAMATO was about the same, too. Pretty much more ladders. Way more ladders.
Yeah.
That was about it. And the Wily Castle was actually... That was a pretty good castle. The stages weren't too terribly long, they weren't too terribly hard, but there were a few spots that they push you.
Mm-hmm.
The weapons, for the most part, are Like, you can tell with the Shadow Blade, they were trying to do a balanced Metal Blade.
Yeah.
Because it uses a bit more ammo, and it doesn't fly as far.
And, like, the snake... I'm sorry, what's
Search Snake.
Search Snake.
Yeah.
Like, the Search Snake is relatively unique. You don't really see it again until the... Spark Mangel's weapon has the follow along, the mechanic that it follows along floors and ceilings, I believe.
That was Plugman from Mega Man 9.
What was it?
Yeah. Sparkman's was the it shoots straight out, and when it hits something,
Oh, it splits. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. What was I?
You were thinking of Plugman.
No, like I encountered the weapon. Oh well, regardless.
You're probably thinking of it's fine. Or no, you might have been thinking of Jet Stingray's weapon from X4.
You're right.
Because that's
You're right.
almost exactly like Search Snake.
Search Snake. Yeah.
I don't think it goes up walls though. It'll shoot out onto the ground.
Yeah,
and
you're right. As soon as it hits a vertical surface, it disappears.
Yeah,
That's right.
but like the introduction of the rush items is a big change in mechanics and a good one.
Mm-hmm. Not to dismiss the items. But
Yeah, not to dismiss the items, but Rush Jet was cooler and better, and Rush Jet in this one happens to be broken, which worked out in everybody's favor because they fixed it in the future games. But it's still good, but it's seriously broken in this one. It's obvious it's broken, and Rush Marine unfortunately is basically
useless.
nigh useless. Yeah, it's got a couple of spots in the whole game where you can use it, and then it sits in your inventory. Woo, who cares?
Right.
I think the biggest failing is top spin.
Yeah.
Because fun stage, halfway decent robot master fight. He's a little too easy, but
The weapon's way too unpredictable and situational.
yeah. If the enemy is not an instant hit kill, it's
You take damage.
yeah, and it's worthless. And really, it's Shadow Man, which if you're good at his pattern, his own weapon is better to use against him if you don't want to take damage. And the copy robot hologram fight,
Oh yeah.
like that one's useful. And then of course for the final, and if you really don't want to take damage, like if you were doing a perfect run for that last fight, you use Search Snake from that top platform. And it's still a tough jump because you have to come way out
Right.
and then go back. So you're gonna miss a lot because you're off the screen at that height.
Yeah.
But it's like 3, as far as my favorite Mega Man games, 3 is right up there at the top with 2, with Mega Man X, with Mega Man X4, with that cluster of what I think are among the best Mega Man games.
Yeah, I can't argue those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 2, 3X, and X4, those 4 games are what the rest of the series, it's like, if you were like this,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have, step-headed red children. Like, certain accent. Because to be perfectly honest, even 7, when you look at it, 7, they made some questionable design choices, but it's still not a bad game.
Yeah.
When you really sit down and play, it's not bad.
Like if it wasn't called Mega Man X7.
Yeah.
So if it was it could have been a totally it could have been a spin-off game in the Mega Man universe,
Yeah.
but you play as Axel.
And if X and Zero were like guest characters, and they were at Hunter HQ, but if they weren't the main thing, if you were playing as Axel in their world,
Yeah.
and they just didn't,
It would have been a way more interesting game.
yeah, but they didn't do that.
Because you play as Axel for 70% of the game.
If you're good, about a third. If you're good.
Jeez.
Because it's based on either, if you beat the 8 Mavericks, you'll get X, or if you rescue half of the Reploids, you get X. Well, if you rescue exactly half the Reploids on your first 4 Mavericks, you're about a third of the way through the game and you get X.
Fair enough.
But now you've got to go back through those stages and get all the power-ups for X.
For X. Like...
You say, okay, Capcom, just to address you for a little bit, you dropped the ball some. These are the things that you dropped the ball on. I regret to inform you that you dropped the ball pretty hard. So when you make future Mega Man games, don't do those things. Because, like what we just played through, the Mega Man 3, that's the good stuff. Mega Man X, that's the good stuff. X4, slightly too easy for the majority of the game with some serious difficulty spikes that are unfair, but a good game.
Very good.
So, yeah. But now I think we're running a little bit way too long.
Way long.
So, I guess to sum up, Mega Man 3, especially as part of the Mega Man Legacy Collection, is definitely worth picking up if you're a Mega Man fan, or if you just like action side-scrollers at all. If you've never played this, as a gamer, you really deserve yourself the chance to give it a shot. This is classic action gaming among its finest. I can't say it's the best action side-scroller ever, I'm not sure of that, but it's certainly among, it is the top tier.
Right.
It is the absolute top tier. This is your, your legendary items versus your epic. This is top tier stuff. This is the good stuff.
If you want to go with the Warcraft.
It's what I know.
The Blizzard, I guess.
Yeah, the Blizzard time. So yeah, give it a shot, and the Legacy collection especially is worth a look, because that's all 6 games with the challenges
for $15.
For $15.
And the entire soundtrack.
Yeah, it's downloadable, so you don't have to worry about a disc. This is like the ultimate preservation of classic gaming, unless your hard drive crashes. But then it's in the cloud somewhere, so you just download it again. It's all good. Good times, happy times. Any absolute final notes from you?
Not that I can think of, no.
Okay. I'm gonna go light him on fire now.
And then I'm going to play a very bad run of Mega Man 4.
Yeah.
Very
at some
bad
point.
run.
Yeah. How long has it been since you played?
I bought it on the 3DS last year.
Well, that doesn't answer the question.
Well, I beat it shortly after I bought all 6 on the 3DS.
Okay.
So
it's been about
at least a year. I touched on it when you asked me though.
Okay. Now there is one trick that I'm gonna have to have you do, and I'll show you how.
Right.
And it's not hard. It's just amazing. I'm gonna have you do it for the run. So okay, fellow gamers, we are out, and we will catch you next time with some other stuff. See you next game.
Goodbye.